um, kind of a ridiculous issue in the sense that I run kind of hot and my boyfriend runs kind of cold. Um, and so when he is cold, he just turns the heat up however much he thinks he needs to turn it up.
Oh, that's warm.
Yeah. And a lot of the times turns it up way past my comfort zone. So he's nice and toasty and I'm sweating.
Okay.
And this seems to come up more the colder it gets outside.
I see. So if I hear you right, it's the heating system in your home and your body temperature compared to his body temperature. He seems to be cold and you seem to be warmer or hotter.
Yeah, it just seems more, he wants a more extreme temperature. What I mean, in the summer, when it's hot out, he wants the air conditioner on full bore, full blast. So regardless of whether, he's cold or hot, he just wants it to be the other way immediately. So he goes right past comfort zone to blasting the heat, which doesn't really work well when you're trying to regulate your temperature throughout the day. Right.
Okay.
So oftentimes he'll turn it up so high that 20 minutes later he's like, oh, it's hot in here, and then it has to turn it back down, which isn't good for the electricity bill, on top of the fact that I'm oftentimes just not comfortable.
Right. I understand. So this is also kind of a financial, economical thing, along with how a furnace runs or an air conditioner runs and keeping the house regulated.
A little bit. I mean, I'm not going to be crazy about the heat. I want us to be comfortable too. I mean, I know people that go the other way and it's freezing in their houses, and I'm like, you should just turn your heat up. That's what it's for. But at the same time, it's frustrating because at times I feel like his comfort's more important than mine. And currently the only thing I'm doing to make this better or deal with the issue is just, maybe opening the window in the part of the house I'm at. Usually, and he might be, we're not sitting next to each other, then I can open the window and be somewhat more comfortable in the room.
How does this make you feel?
It's a compromise because, that's really bad for the electricity bill to do that.
Yeah.
So it's just back and forth.
Right. So what I'm hearing you say is that it's right now it's just kind of an extreme, from one extreme to the other, and it happens at different times of the year. It's just whenever the weather changes. So is that right? I mean, do I understand?
You totally have it right. Exactly right. It always just seems to come around when, there's a certain time of year where you don't really have to use heating or cooling
much. That
would
be convenient.
In the springtime and just whenever it gets real hot or real cold and it is more of extreme weather.
Okay.
And of course, everybody uses their heat more or uses their air conditioner more. But it just goes way past. Just to immediately be, I'm cold, so I immediately want to be hot. So, turn the heat up to 74 doesn't work because 10 minutes later it's way too hot in there. And we just haven't come to a good resolution. How to make it so that we're both a little bit more comfortable.
That's understandable. Yeah, I could see your frustration with that. He's probably also frustrated. Do you think?
Yeah, he is frustrated. There's a difference in perception for sure.
Yeah.
We don't see it the same way. So I think he honestly feels like I'm discounting his feelings and his comfort, but I feel like he's doing exactly the same thing.
Yeah, same. Yeah, you're feeling the same also.
Yeah.
Well, I would find that very difficult too. It's I understand, can sympathize with you.
Yeah. Thanks. I guess a good action plan would be to maybe look into a programmable thermostat or something, as long as it doesn't cost too much, because we are just renting and I don't want to pay a bunch of money for something that we're not going to be using for that long. But if it was a reasonable cost, it might help.
or bring up the suggestion to your landlord maybe to upgrade.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'll try those things and see if that makes a difference. Obviously, I need to try something new besides just opening the window and letting the heat
kind of sounds
and the
like
money
that
it costs fly out the window.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like, you've picked that option just for your own, comfort, but it doesn't sound like that's ideally what you want to do to resolve the issue.
Yeah, I think that I've come up with some good ideas for a better game plan for the future.
I think so.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.